Hello everyone, this is your Librarian, Fantastic Worlds, letting you know that visiting hours for Hush House are now open. So welcome to Book of Hours and Lovecraft Country. Okay, so let's go over what we're supposed to be doing today. Or rather what I plan on doing today. It's the thing about this game is I don't really have to do anything I don't want to. It's kind of cool, just chill in this oldest house. Yes, it's my headcanon, by the way. This is the oldest house version in this timeline. The oldest house from Control, of course. Right? Other happy fun series, as it were. In any case, let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing today. Now, the Librarian has noted that it is a pretty low energy day, moth and moon. By the time you see this, you probably should have seen my first Hash House lecture explaining what the relationship between the energies available to our works and the weather. In any case, today I think we'll be taking it kind of easy because, you know, it's our beloved springtime. And finally, we can get down to doing some gardening. So let's just pick a spot. I kind of like this one. Moth orchids in spring and summer, honey scarlet jasmine in autumn. So my guess is that if we hit that, we'll do moth. If we do this, agave eterna flowers. Ooh, so each one has an individual thing. Now, what do we want? I want to go for moth orchids at the moment. This one, for example, would be sea holly. Ooh, we're just gonna have to do this daily until we can figure out. But health. Okay, open up. Effort requires a heart, and we've got one in health. And now we have the Gardens of Flowers plus plants and many virtues for those of the wisdoms to do so. Now we can throw in, obviously, the leaves and thorn one. Moth orchid is soft as velvet to the touch except when it changes, which means we're probably going to be getting moth, obviously, for the velvet. And changes could be... don't know. I guess we'll find out in this one. But we'll get that started. Oh, looks like it takes a while too. Now the question is, do we want to use up our chore? Because that's the other one that has that. Or what I was thinking, we can see if we can produce anything in the oven, because that's got Grail. And we've got like this for Grail. And we just got the cookbook one. Which one was that anyways? Petrifications. I mean, oh, come on. Let's see. Apple Bright, Pictures, Sea Stories. Oh, come on. You're telling me you have something here that has the cooking that does not have Grail? Sigh. I wonder if we do this. And ingredient. The other one doesn't allow us to use tools. So, since we have a total of 3 Grail here and a memory, we will have to consider this. Meanwhile, I mean, we're not going to do any reading today. We're already overclocked in the books. Kind of the same reason we're not going to be doing it for this particular day in the game. We're not going to be doing anything regarding the... Let's see. Well, what we could do is we could read up here. I got used to that. We could read this book to get a 2-point memory for Grail and then play around with Grail to see what we can do with it, because Grail's a new one for us. So what we'll do is we will see if we can find. Just need one that could take nectar. Maybe we'll just freaking do this. Do the old-fashioned way. The Roots of Knowledge. Kind of like that. So that's going to give us a 2-point Grail mystery. You won't use Chore to do anything else at the moment. Could use Shopped or Tryst. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to work with here. One example we could do is we could just try to figure out the heck we do with glass blowing. 2 and 2, and all we need is one freaking... If I had a tool that let me do... Where is it? There you go. A tool that would allow me to do... See what I mean? A tool that would allow me to do 1 knock. And we don't have that, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Tryst gives us 2 moth. We don't have a lot to work with there, because I don't think we have any moth skills whatsoever. This one? 1 moth, 2 moth. Do we have a memory with 2 moth that we could also play with? Alright, got any books out? Oh, for crying out loud. Should have had this boot up before. I'm going to remember that in the future. My apologies for making things go a little too slowly here. Okay. There we go. Books. Oh, for crying out loud. Anyways, that hard drive doesn't seem to be attached. So I can't attach that hard drive, unfortunately, without causing issues. So, yeah. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it's on my desktop, not my documents. I should really be more organized about this. But anyways, yes. No, I don't have a lot of moth books, unfortunately. Been rather strict about that. I mean, the most I have is moon. We've been doing a lot of moon lately, which I kind of find it fascinating as a concept. It's kind of like, you know, the moon could be changed. It could be what we get with the moss anyways. But yeah, let's see. We've got all sorts of our basic goodies here. Like, take the Faust, for example. That's what I thought. Throw in the tool. Throw in, say, that tool. Or are we looking at 5 right off the bat? And the apprentice level recipe 5 pseudo aspect. So it doesn't. Edicts doesn't actually have anything useful. Oh, it's because it's idea. Silly me. Ay. We've already disciplines of the scar. That's a Darity lens. Great, we've got one of those. Or if I add memory, I'll glean a powerful insight with some lantern and more scale. Do we have scale as a tool? Because I think we might, actually. I have to find scale, unfortunately, which is not one of my standard ones. Ah, that's it right there. Take this out, put that in. Still, the problem is we still need the, push that out. All right, so that gives us the 6 lens, a memory. We possibly could get a scale one. Skull level recipe, memory. I don't have the right type of memory. We've got so many things that we really want to check out at some point. Let's see. Like for this one, the Carapace Cross. I mean, it's a Grail one. Do we have... We must have a Grail. Like, for example, we could use the Grail combo here on the oven. Boom. Throw that in to Chore, for example. That gives us a total of 3. We just need 2 more Grail. Seasoning. Must have Grail seasoning. We must. If only... Now, do we have liquid? A beverage, which means we could take one of the beverages that has Grail in it, just to see what we've got. Alright. Let's check it out. What do we got here? 2. Beguiling Metally. Pentiments and precursors from Prentice level rise Beguiling Metally. Or Scholar level, if I add fabric, I can hum the faintest life into a little cloth doll. So, if I can get fabric with a 10, I don't think we have any Grail fabric, though. I mean, we've got this fabric here. That is Grail, but we would have to possibly... I mean, we have to lose this, so that would go back to where it's going. This would become out... It's not even Grail. Huh. We'd have to figure out how you can do fabric. Can you do fabric? One of the other ones. So many things to check out. I mean, the figure is we've got this one for Grail, but we must be able to do some yumminess. We really should let the time move forward if I'm just going to be doing this. Let's see. I'm surprised. Oh, there it is. I'm surprised we don't have any more Grail food. I mean, I can do liquid like crazy. Liquid fuel. It reminds me. Other things we can do with this is we can... If I'm right about this, we can... For example, this is fuel. Yeah, that's correct. It's got a 2 nectar. So let's say we grab this, since we've got 2 of it. We've got nectar abilities. Like spices and savors, that was it. So 2 and 2 right off the bat. This one must be... Yeah, you can definitely do nectar here. Spices and savors. We put this in for fuel. Grab this one. Wait, which one's... We don't have a nectar, unfortunately. So basically anyone will do at this point. And then we need 1 more nectar, which we can do this seasoning, I believe, or flour. But anyways, let's grab liquid, beverage, pause. We got memory satisfaction. All right, we got a bunch of stuff to try here. Meanwhile, where is nectar? Let's 2 nectar. We can do this just to sample the possibilities. But first things first, we got a memory. It's now 2 Grail. Got chore, which is that grail. And then... let's see, skill-wise, what do we got? Beguiling Melody again. But that gives us 5. We could generate... I think we can generate 3 total here. But this would give us Beguiling Melody without much of an issue. We could, like I said, just give that a try. Just to see what it is. And meanwhile... what should we do with the rest of these? Well, let's put the book back for one thing. Alright, get back in there. Okay, meanwhile, let's see about nectaring us. Now, we're probably going to have to wait for the oven to get loose again. I didn't think that was a nectar. Like my only shot there. Oops, get it started. And let's see. What are you? Edge. What do we have for edge? I mean, 0 like that. But anyways, yeah, this. That nectar plus... well, health we could possibly regenerate to get another nectar. Throw in spices and flavors, and yeah, we should be fine. Also, it must be a nectar. Impulse. Impulse will give us nectar from traveling at night, which is good. Alright, alright. Pause. There it is. We have a nectar, flower, 2, and ooh, there it is. That's interesting. I actually do like that. Alright, so... finally, we've got something to play with for knock-wise. See, one of the things we could do down here with this fits into there. The solution, yep. We know we have this. That's 4 right off the bat. Take shopped. That gives us 6. Ooh, I know we can get a 2 memory, can't we? First of all, do we have a 2-point skill with knock? That's 1. Would be 2, right? Oof. Doesn't work for skill? Why not? Not primarily that. So we have to have something that would have... we try something else over here. Dispensary. Bingo. Throw this in. Throw in Shapt. It gives us 2. What was the other one we just used? Right, the liquid. That liquid we have plenty of. Now we can throw in glass blowing. And this is ampoule, basically this thing all over again. But if we get a 2-point memory, that would be perfectly fine. Now, do we have a 2-point memory? Wait, a 10-point with a metal. Ooh, I have to use a metal for it. What about... say that. Telemetry meter with Princess has 3 secret thresholds. If I add a memory, it'll resolve to knock insight. Ooh. Come on, we need that. We need a 2-point knock memory. We must have it. Yeah, Rapture Pattern will do it. Need to find Raptures of Forculus. Okay, Raptures of Forculus. We can do this. We have over here. Let's grab Raptures of Forculus, put it here. And we'll grab, say, Trist. We don't seem to be using that today. We'll put that into place. Meanwhile... I've got to remember... there we go. Solar altar. Sigh. Got so much light ability, but just have much to do with it. Okay. Is this? Yeah, that's a thing. That is. And let's see. Definitely. Well, what we could do is we could use this one over here, which is also. Give me a second. Guard 2. And we also can throw in the 2 lamps we have. Faraday lens, which was basically for free, by the way, which means we no longer even have to do that. That's an 8. If we ever get a 2-point memory, we can, because we'll have the memory, we can do this right off the bat to grind it, to create something else. Okay. Basically, I need a memory. One day it's sun, we may do the, we may take apart the, let me check something here. Yeah, we should really, on the other hand, since we're going to seem to be using some of these, we should generate some wealth at least. Alright, so we'll get that done. Alright, so we have Beguiling Memory, which is a single memory and not an enduring one. Okay, so that's great. We've got 2 Grail. Alright, so the Beguiling Memory could probably link up to other stuff that it has Grail in it. Say, for example, Let's find musical instrument with grail. There we go, double bass. All right, so if I grab another one of the grail things, using, I guess, fet here, we're not using. If I grab fet, I create another pattern, another 2-point memory here. That will give me that, but I need to regenerate, which I can't do since I did that. I would need to regenerate my chore to get another 2. That would be 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost. It's a thought. But yeah, now we know what a beguiling memory is. It is 2 grail and 2 sky. On the other hand, we can just do this. Got that. That brings us that much off the bat, I suppose. 4 sky. But do we have any sky over here? Play with this. We get Wakened Feather. We've got one of those already. Wistful Air. Oh, carve the song into wood to enchant an instrument. Do we have wood with sky or grail in it? Because I know most of our wood is there. Because this is nectar. This is, ooh, powerful. So much to do. So much. All right. Oh, some experiments I want to try. So many of them. If I take that grail and I combine it with, say, this grail to get 3 grail plus another 2. If I did the chore fatigued back, does that get me anything from leaves and thorns? I don't know. But what we could do is right off the bat, let's at least get using, let's see, Kittling again. Where is it? Kittling's thing again. Let's, I suppose we have to wait until this one's done. Let's get that knocked out and see if we can do anything with it. Meanwhile, since I don't seem to be using a FOST or anything, unless I want to recharge to try to do something else, yeah, we'll see. Sigh. Any thoughts I have? Like 1, 2, 3. Just throw anything at this point. That would be... Alright, so. Pattern. Now that is an attempt to create something interesting with a distillery. Alright. So what we need is we need to open this, put in memory pattern. Okay. Let's see. What else was I going for? Right. This one here. Soul fragment, shapt. The problem is I need metal to do something extremely interesting. I don't know if I have metal here that's... Sorry, hang on. I don't know if I have a metal here that's worth doing that with yet. Because if I've got metal, this right here, for example, is metal. If I do that, not a lot glows. That's not the one I'm looking for, unfortunately. If I do this again, out here where I can see most of it at least. And there's nothing there. Don't have a lot of metal, unfortunately. And this, let's see. What am I supposed to do with that? Put that there? That's not going to work. Oh, well. Meanwhile, we could do another amp roll, really. Got nothing else to do with it, unfortunately. Let's get our money back. Now, if I do want to try the thing, do I have time? Maybe. Let's try regenerating that to get back some rail. Again, some of those games we're just kind of fooling around with. Or nectar. Whoops. Should have done the health one. Oh well. Wait, am I still gardening? No, I'm not gardening. But the health is fatigued over here. Yeah, these two are going to pretty much go up in smoke. The thing I really want to do is... Okay, so if I wanted to read a book, for example, do I actually have a book that I could work with Grail? This one... No, this one's... Yeah, 2-pointer, but even with the other 2-pointer plus 2-pointer makes 6. It's kind of risky. I'd have to have something better. It's only in Greek, so I definitely can do that. But I have to have two things in Grail that I would have to be able to match. And I'm not entirely sure I can do that. Meanwhile. Yep, another ampule. I know, they're just adding up at this point. Okay, so what do I have this for? And again, I have that for the nectar. This and that. Okay, we could have been 10. We didn't have a thing for it. I mean, yeah, we'll get there. I mean, the great thing with this and the ampules is that I've got so many of them at this point. I have no problem with just sacrificing one for experimental sake. Then put that there. Pattern could have gone there, that, but it's still not metal, unfortunately. Oh, well, we'll figure something out. We've got the stuff. Oh, gods. I really need to put some stuff away. And boom. The ampule. Like I said, we'll definitely use that stuff up. I'm gonna put this up there for now. And there must be more room for it. Gods. Drop down, people. I kind of need the room. There you go. So I don't think we have to worry too much about flowers. We seem to be able to generate them pretty quickly. Although I can't store them all. I should just really start using this stuff up because I don't have room for it all. These don't count, do they? Nope, they're not shelves. Oh well. It's all adding up. Here, get over there. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the rain. Oh yeah, the urn. The urn has to go with the rest of the remains over in the, Okay, so... Okay, so, yeah. Do we have enough to regenerate Chore with? Being enough Grail to work with here. Because... Alright, so... We grab that one. Grab this one. Yeah, we could, theoretically. This to work. Okay, skill. Which grills do we have? We have this one. Beguiling memory, if I can throw in fabric, which I can't do. Which one else can we throw in? Leaves and thorns. Witching sing. Ooh. Flower of the mixture will become intoxicating. I need 5. We need to throw in another memory, which is gonna have to do with 2 points there. And then here would have to be a flower, which we don't think we can do on this, but we should get the witching Zane at least done. At least we don't have to waste that memory. Probably got something we've already gotten, but you know how it is. Toss that right there. Get the remains where they belong. There it is. Yep. We've decided this is where we're keeping the remains, because it's where you keep the remains in the morgue. All right, this is that, and that is that. That's 5 right off the bat for the oven, without having to use any skills. So if we have another 2-pointer, 2-pointer, 1-pointer, it's a little light, unfortunately. We'll figure something out. Anyways, we are approaching dawn again, so we'll see what the weather's like and see if we were going to be, tackling something else more important. Meanwhile, we're not going to use Faust and Fet. We might as well spend them. Fortune telling's kind of sucky. All right, do that. Hopefully we'll get up before dawn. May not be. Doesn't really matter that much because we still have a net sum of about 2 pennies, which is always good. All right. Okay, so we can make this type of tea endlessly, which is good to know, because this is stored. It's 2 points of Grail, which means that really, I mean, yeah, it goes right in there at this point. And seasoning could be, fuel could go there. But that's not Grail, unfortunately. Oh well. But 4 Grail for that, for example, makes 6 right off the bat. And yeah, that's interesting. 6 right off the bat. What else can we do? Well, we can do that now. Okay, so if I add flour. Okay. Oz. This one's important. Okay, yeah, because we've got all of this stuff already stored for, nectar. And that's leaves and thorns for nectar. So, for example, if we were to tackle this, hit that, hit health, there we go, that's 3, that's ink, which is kind of weird, mind you, but this one is another set of nectar. If I steep wood in it, oh good, we've got this, 7, we need 3 though. Can we get 3 grail out of a liquid? I don't know. Can we? Okay, so what's this? 2. Unfortunately, it's 9. What else we got? Probably not. 2. It's 1. That's 2. 2. Way too expensive to do that with. Let me consider. Fruit. Leaving thorns without the wood equals Pyrus Arthicus. But the question is, are we willing to sacrifice a sacrament malachite? And I'm not sure we are. We need something with 3, however. So close. Wait, don't we have a piece of wood with 3 in it? Don't we have one? Yeah, I think we do. It's this one right here. Swap that out. It gives us 8, which means basically any one of these can do it now. Actually, we've got liquid over here. I forgot all about that. With that stuff we keep generating a massive amounts of... Where is it? Up here. Bingo. Ugh. Wrong type, unfortunately. Guess we go with liquid. Well. Dandelion wine. Can we get more of that? What? Flour. Do I have the capacity to do flour here? I don't think so, but, you know. Ugh. Flour. No, we have roots, not flour. So they can't do it from with the leaves and thorn, but let's try the others. Okay, so grab this again, put it under 10. There it is. Let's hit this, see what it does. I'm just curious. We're all curious here, and I'm going to replace it with this stuff, which is the Grail stuff. Or we can try to do some Grail stuff again. Yeah. Right, I could use that liquid, but I think with stuff we use dandelion wine, it's actually easier to get. And this stuff has that 4 grail. I mean, we have 4 grail. We've got... I don't think we put two liquids, though. Which is unfortunate. But all of this stuff we can just use. The thing is, we really should see about unlocking a door, and we still should see about reading a book. Really. It is, after all, what we're here for. Forge. I don't think I have enough of this, though. Yeah, this one's Grail, but it has, we can't read the language. This one is Edge. But again, we don't have the language. This one's Forge. We just did that one. Scale. I think we have Scale. There's a darn here. Nectar, we already did that. We're choosing to do something else with that. Scale again. Now, Grail. How could I do Grail? Now, I could create 2-point Grail. Yeah, I mean, may have blown it with doing that thing, but in that case, what we really should do, if we can't do a book, we shall concentrate on this. Right, help with letters. Forgot that's not over yet. Let's get that over with. All right, so pause. Now take Trist, go on with this, and see if we can find unusual help. We might find somebody useful. Alright, continue with our production. Cooking in the oven here. Forge and nectar aspect to burst from the wood. That sounds like fun. Right, we should also do some gardening. Or some walking. What do we got for walking purposes? Let's beachcomb. What do we got here? We need... Let's do that one. Just see what we can get. Let's... Don't get too close to the water. I don't like that sound. Okay. So I catalog these. What I want to do with them. There's always so much I want to do. It drives me nuts. Alright, so, right. If we do this and this, we get 2 plus... 2-point memory for pattern. Again, I can try that again, but I think we're going to get another freaking amperol. Which, you know, we've got way too many of these things already. Alright then, Surrealist Painter. Okay, so we have that, plus we have the 3 here. That's a decent 7. I don't know if we have a rose. We have Grail and Moth. Alright, Grail and Moth. Let's go see if we've got any rooms with Grail and Moth. Grail and Moth. Grail. That's 4. How would we up this? Well, first of all, unfortunately, the other Grail one we could use is not here. We could give her a tool which begins at a 5, and then a 2-point memory. A 2-point memory can be generated by Kittling again. All right, so let's grab the Kittling book. Where is it? Up here, Kittling. Throw in Fet. I could be using that today. And begin. It will rain again. We'll have that opportunity. And while we're doing that, like I said with the mixtures here, we really should be thinking about how we can use this shit up. Alright. So, good question being is that I think, does the dissection, yeah, it does have this for its wound status, but that doesn't work. Let's see. Pause, and something just came up. A peculiar pear with coppery skin that barely dints the pressures of fingers. Ooh. Kind of looks like... Looks good, but I don't know if I'd eat it. We can, however, give it to someone else. And the 4 points that we have... We definitely need to do some rearranging here. Alright, so first of all, we need a secondary tea room, and that's going to have to be up here, because, oh my god, there's so much tea up here already. Oh god, so much tea. Hey, move together, we've got plenty of room. You're the secondary tea room, now get used to it. Brothers. Lantern, 1 knock, and 1 edge. It's a pretty interesting combination of tea there. Let's take the pears here. Now the kitchen's not going to be able to house all our food, so we have to start putting it over here. Now this is an interesting one with 4 nectar. It's going to give us a lot of stuff to work with. Like, first of all, it is considered to be... I mean, it's going to be easy to freaking use in here, for example. Grab this. Grab some liquid to go with it. Here. Or a flower. That's another thing we have. Plenty of flowers. What do we got up here? We must have a nectar. Look at all that. Like this one right here. That's that. No, that's... Wait. Flower. Okay, so it has to be a flower. Like nectar. Like that's got 1 nectar right off the bat. That's 5. We can get 2 from here. For example. The 1 here and another 2 here should it rain. So anytime it rains, we can use this combo right now. But in the meantime... We'll keep the pears where they are. That gives us the ability to get through this well pretty quickly, because I believe we can feed it to anyone. In fact, all we need is the health plus the pears make 5, and then we need 2 more from a memory. And that would be that. Which I believe we can do. It would be interesting. And we can get basically Jeremy to do it for us. Let's see. But all we have to do is need to get health to be regen, right? We regen health. Throw in that. Regen health. Then we pull him out with Faust. Okay. We give him the pears, that's 4. We give him our health, which is 5. And then we give him a memory, which is going to be Kittling's... no, it won't be Kittling. What it will be. Kittling is... brother. Okay. We need a 2-point... nectar. We have 1-point nectar. I can get that pretty easily, but we need a 2nd point of nectar. Can you give somebody both food and drink? I mean, that makes sense to be able to do. I'll check her when she can do that. And then if that's the case, we could definitely do like 7 right off the bat with Jeremy. I'll check with her once we get her on board. Meanwhile, we need to make sure we've got this going for 2 more Grail. And then our own health would give us a combination. That means that would give us the Grail, plus we may have to give her a drink. I don't know. All right, so mackerel. Okay, awesome. Since mackerel technically remains, we're going to put it into... We went fishing. I didn't know you could go fishing, and suddenly this game got a lot better. World might consider impure. Oof. Awesome. So many things to experiment with. Alright, so chores fatigued, but what we want to do... She'll have 4 Grail. We are going to have 2 Grail when we get through here. That's 6, plus we can give her that for 7. She'll be fine. Alright, so what we should have done, by the way, we can get her... That's pear. Not enough. Give her a crown. Oh. Good grief. Give her a crown. She'll give us change. Well, that's going on. We now have this memory. Satisfaction. And we've got the 1-point tool up there. Meanwhile, need to check with her that she gets... Alright, have a visitor for a day. She has the ability to... Alright, so let's do this. I want to see... First of all, we have to give her the memory. So that's going to be right off the... Well, actually... Painter can use of pigments. Good to know. Yep, food and drink are considered separate, so we're good there. So what we need to do... Got her up to 6 with that. Then with the tool. Let's get Jeremy. Use Foss to get Jeremy. Could be kind of nuts, but we're going to give it a try. Alright. Get 2 done at the same time. Because Jeremy's for free, obviously. And... Alright. Got Jeremy. I know his name is Timothy, by the way. I really do. It's just that... The gumming joke is that he does that. The librarian does not actually pay attention to his name. I may call him Jonathan again at some point. Simply because I don't think she cares or he cares. I don't know if there's a canonical character, but the one we have on the front is a female, so sometimes I think we're supposed to go with that. But what we can do is we can try to fatten him up when we've got an opportunity. Meanwhile, I should probably consider what I'm going to be doing with this stuff. All right, so you've got the dispensary, we've got the ampules. What can we do with them? Just stick that there. We've got to have more pause. So many things going on. Alright, so she's up to 6 Grail. So what we're going to do is give her that, and then give her... Where is it? Gales. Those are the ones I want, right? Yep. Okay. So yeah. Boom. Meanwhile. And pause. Alright, so the idea is I could take Jeremy, give him health plus the filling of that gets him 5, and a 2-point, 2 more points of nectar, which I could do by doing... Okay, so that's 1, 5. Give him a 1-point memory of impulse, so it'd be 6, and then the tool, 7. So yeah, let's get impulse right off the bat done. This one was shapped, or we'll use whist for that one. So yeah, and the one we want for that is Traveling at Night Volume 1. Yep, that's impulse. Okay, so grab that. Throw in whist. We can do that. Alright, so yeah. I know. I've been kind of messing around. And no, we haven't actually gotten to the books yet. We're over halfway through the episode. Apologies on that, but you know, I just keep trying to do things. Whatever interests me during that time. It can be kind of random at times, I know. It's fun. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. I mean, otherwise, if you weren't having fun, you probably wouldn't be here. Let's see. There. Alright, she's up to 7. Okay. So what we can do with her... When was it? Yep, there it is. The rose-haunted hall. Rooms rife with roses, tangled in the ramps, brown across the table. Blooms are deep, deep red, one of the colors not often seen in Waking Life, which, by the way, is one of the colors that we recover as a ghoul, which means it's the color from the previous stage of existence when the sun and splendor was at its full strength. That's for female head swim. The other Van Lawrence protections, it's something else. In any case, it'll be Otter's careful work to remove it. And there we go. Now, let's take you. I think first thing we need to do is see about Jeremy. Get in there. And I'm actually calling him Jeremy now. Or Timothy. My apologies. And, you know, like I say, the librarian does not know what to call him some days. In the meantime, while that's all going on, let's see about actually trying to use this stuff up. Got this. We've got this. We got here. We know we have another knock in here besides those. What we got here? This one. Secret threshold. An egg. Egg. I know that we have eggs down here. Pause for a moment. Need a moment here. Okay, we've got eggs down here. That is a scale, however. This is that. What about the skulls? Because the skulls are considered eggs, ironically enough. Nothing, unfortunately. Oof. Egg memory. I've done a secret threshold before. I think it's a type of memory, but you've got so much of this stuff that what else can we do? The liminal? The secret threshold's kind of a basic one, I think. The preliminary meter. Secret thresholds, rhymes. It's going to be a memory. This one. Amethyst. Obviously, we don't need that one. Edicts. No, we don't need that one. Great signs and scars. Amethyst. Okay, so let's just grab the horns and ivory and see about the secret thresholds. Probably nothing big, but one of the things... Okay, cool. We've got memory impulse. We'll give them up to 2. Hi, Jarrett. There you go. 1 nectar. Let's give you the impulse. I'll give you 2. Good. And after that is done, we'll give him the pear. That'll give us 6 total. We still need a 7th one with the tool. I think a tool we need is these, right? I'll give him 3. All right. Pause. What do we got? A dining room. I like it. Oh, it's a refectory. Here, the whole cure used to meet. The librarian and the secretary Salvant, vigilant and enigmatic, sometimes even the secretary Nuncient of the name, but those duties obviously kept him away from the house. There's never been one secretary persistent, and she has never liked eating company. There was only good times in the curious heyday. In later years, the governor of the goal would sit on one end and the librarian at the other. The clock would do long silences between them. Because remember, this place was taken over by the Inquisition, basically. But yeah, we've got this. We've got... Well, actually, what we should do is check to see how many objects we have. Candlesticks here. Clock. Just a thing. Marquise clock, tall. Yeah, the candlesticks, we'll have to organize that better. And a refractory fireplace. It's not huge. Oh, the hatchling. Human figures crawling from a clamshell. Okay, but it warped. This is Portrait of Beheaded Lady, closer to the glory. That one's just wallpaper. That is a night mirror. Wall art is considered. But in any case, it gets us closer to the heart-haunted room, which we can get to later. It's a place to be. Well, like I said, I'll organize the contents when I'm off screen. So we still got bunches of stuff to do. Like, I'm kind of crazy about doing this, but we might be able to pull it off. Alright, so. Rector is up to 2 nectar. So 6 with the pears. So we need a 7th, which means we now give him the bowls. Make sure we give them to him directly off here so that when we're no longer... Alright. There you go. Tool. That will bring you up to 3. And 7. And then you can take care of my well problem. Because that's what this is. Right over a well of some sort. Deep breath. It's been a full day. We got a bunch of stuff done. Ooh, there we go. Dusk has fallen. Right, secret threshold. Wait, what? No, it is a memory, but it's a two-thing memory. 2 in 1 rows. I mean, it's just something to figure out. We've got, like, this rows, that rows. It's 4 rows. Right off the bat. Do we have a rose instrument to play it all on? We do, the grand piano. Like, we could do that. We could do this. That'd be 4 rows. Do we have a rose thing here? That's like 6 right off the bat. What do we need here? Smoke, put that there. You're a song, aren't you? You're not a song. You're not a song either. Huh. We got a song with rows in it, plus the other 2 rows. That would be interesting. We'll see. It'll disappear in a little bit, but it is good to know what we can produce. And I can probably, between scenes, try to figure out what, yeah, we need to get Jeremy in there quick. We may kind of blow this, unfortunately. Because Jeremy's going to go with Dawn. If I feed him right now and give him a 7. Right, we're going to do this all over again. I apologize for doing this, Jeremy. But, like I said, we've only got like a couple minutes left. If I try to feed him these pears and it goes pear-shaped, haha. Right. I mean, it would be so... oh, wait. Can't make use of these. All right, so we'll do him right after the thing. I mean, he'll disappear in a moment, but nothing we use, I did this on purpose, was unreusable. So next time, the health will regenerate. We'll get him right away. The health will regenerate. We'll get that back. We'll use one of our memories again to get him there. We'll start the whole process over again, concentrating just on him, unless we are lucky enough to get one of the ones with nectar for our draw of the day. You never know. In any case, let's do this. And boom. And what's the day? Funny. Which gives us options. Oh god, what was I do with the sun before? Driving me nuts. Alright, I had an idea of... excuse me. Of doing something with, lantern. Oof, I don't remember what. Anyways, the sunny one does give us a lot of options in that I have to figure out what we're going to do at this point. The first things first, however, let's grab, using this Faust. Let's grab the Nectar thought. Let's see, Traveling at Night, Volume 1. Again, use Faust in order to knock it out. Therefore, we'll get that. And second, we'll use Shapt in order to retrieve... uh-oh. Somebody's coming. Alright, we'll deal with that in a moment. Grab him, would you? Do this properly this time. Focus a little bit more. Select Jeremy. I know it's Timothy. Alright. Give him the bowl. Excellent. When that occurs, then we'll give him the memory. That'll make it 3. Then health. That'll make it 4. And then the pears. That'll make it 7. And then we can use him in order to be able to access the well. Which should be interesting, as it will start allowing us to go into the under levels at that point too. Which is kind of where I've been angling for this. Alright, so Jeremy now has a 1, a 2. Oh, okay. Alright, you've got 1 there. And now I need you to deal with my health. I'll give you 2. Memory will give you 3 in a little bit. Oh, what's this? Okay. Wait, is there no one coming? Stories now begin arbitrarily. Incident is full of completion of visitors, and we conclude the interval of the next interval. Nothing particular is foot. Alright, so yeah, that happened. I guess we're done with this. Okay, who are you? Hero Pokemon Trader. He'll always be a soldier, never going to be only a soldier. Okay, cool, cool. Right then, let's deal with you in a moment. Impulse, okay. let's concentrate on our guest here. And focus on other things in a moment. Shoot. Alright then. Alright, so now we have him up to 2. Now we will add the memory, which will bring him up to 3. Now we'll deal with you. Okay, so nothing particular foot. It is received one general concentration. Alright, so we could, however, if he's willing to drop into... I think the only bed we have that's edge. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, so what other beds do we have up and going? Does this one have edge? Nope. Okay. Does this one? Nope. I don't know if we have any more bed chambers here. We've got this, but does that count? Yeah, it does, actually. Alright, so let's get him knocked out. See if we can put him here. No, he doesn't want to stay. So, let's find the weakest of the books he'd be interested in that we have. Now, I believe I've got a very weak edge right there, so it's 6. See if we got anything else. 1. 6 as well. This one's only 4. So, since we need money... Oh, wait, I kind of need my talk verb back there. Oh, God. The talk verb's gone. He's going to leave, too. Oh, wait, that's 5 minutes. Thank God. Okay, never mind. Meanwhile, let's randomly check out... could do Eva, but actually I want to know who this guy is. Okay. Be with you in a moment, sir. I have another visitor here. I'm sure the two of you get along. Alright, so, question, you've got like 5 minutes, and you I need to get into shape. Alright, so, got the pears. Okay, it's also 7. There we go. Within a moment. So I really need to collect my cash together here. I haven't even actually tackled my own income at this point. Okay, so... Actually, it was this one. Lost. Wait a moment. Busy. Trying to figure out what I was doing with this. Derived lens. Glass. I don't know if you can add glass, though. You can. That's not a lens. Tool. This, however, is a lens. Vicar Victorious. Lantern fluid. Not, however, really that good. However, we don't need to use that for it. We can just simply use the lantern. Alright. Hold a moment. Go for it. No idea what it is, but it looks like it could be useful. Ambrose Westcott, first librarian of Hush House. Thank you! Now we know where to put him. Gotta remember to do this more often. Let's see, what's this? 5th librarian. 8th librarian? Are you down here? You're the 3rd librarian, so the 1st librarian. 1st librarian. And memory site. Okay, so what do we got? Let's get this done with. And boom. Excellent. Alright, Rector. Let's make you useful. Well is chucked and filthy. Go clean out my well. Meanwhile, You, my friend, let's go talk. So I have a book for you. It's a wonderful little book, the weakest book I have, since, you know, we might not be able to use it again. I'll have a conversation without it, okay? All right. I already have a book. Didn't I already give it to them? Not sure if that's working or not. Wait, what does Spintra? Does he have a language I need, actually? No, he doesn't. Baberzine. Screw it. Going with it. Need to start learning some languages. Just, you know, make sure I don't lose the book. That would be bad. How's Jeremy doing? Anyways, you know, I should probably do some... Let's do some, gardening. Get that knocked out as well. Some more, and then take the whist and do some lettering, do some cash back. It's a good day. And boom. Pause. Also, this language is being slow. Okay, cool. Shabazine. There's a history of Alexander defeated first, the great knot of Shabos, and the King of Kings, and the history where and said he learned from them. How many more? If a curl hands the correct shapes we may yet understand. Interesting. Skill. Of course it's a skill. Language is always a skill. Oh my god. What do we need here? Heart, and we need... thing. Or drop something down, most likely we lost forever. So we can throw it on a penny, or we can draw water up. What happens if we just... Can we just throw it on a penny? Nope. I think we have just a penny. Alright. So again, what else have we got? Anything useful here? Well, it's a well here since the days of the sisterhood, and the superstitious have gathered around it like leaves and drifts. Its waters of a healing virtue have drawn on the night of the new moon. You don't like to draw from it if you hear an owl. If you drip the blood of a living enemy into the well, they will drown, and so on. Currently, the new moon comes, the mist lies thick here. This could all mean something or nothing. But it looks like the well is the only one that we have to deal with here. Doesn't seem to be any objects we to deal with. The descent will require 8 nectar, which means we're definitely going to have to generate some more of that yummy pear stuff again. Or possibly the moon. We'll see. We can generate 2 moon, do a 2 moon there, 4. We can definitely do this pretty easy if we get any one of our any companion here with a moon indicator. Okay, so we got that going. We've got the gardening going. We've got Fet here, which, you know, we can use for what? We do have 2 rows, 2 rows. Pause for a moment. Now, the piano, was that rows? Yep. I'm just curious. What would happen if I threw these 2 in? Then throw in a skill that could go here. Prenominal meter, for example. Confounding parable. In a memory, I conceive a higher insight. So, if we were to do these 3, and I create 4 and 4, I need to get 2 and 2. Another piece of music that has 2 rows into it, or a full fragment. I don't think I have that capacity. Or an omen. And another memory. Good to know, though. The confounding parable is just, of course, we can do that just for reading a book. What the hell? Evolve through presentation? It's a memory 4 scale? Oh, I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with all this stuff. What would I do with 4 scale on top of everything else? And if I had somebody with scale, I doubt I could get anyone in time, though. What, fuse them with scale and then what, toss them at something? I think I've got 8 scale here, for example. Didn't I have sun, I could do this if I was quick about it. Let's get the FET. We never know, actually. I have 20 seconds to go more. If we can actually get somebody in time. I doubt it. You never know. Dusk is kind of when things go a little nuts, but we might be able to do that. Oh, so we should definitely put the scales back so I know where to find them next time. They're far too useful. Take me here. All right. More cash. Now we need to pause a moment. I doubt we're going to be able to do this in time, but you never know. If we manage to get lucky enough somebody with scale. Knock them onto the moment, and we can start clearing out beneath the well and moving towards the sacred caves, which I definitely know are there. It sounds a little weird, mind you, but it is a thing. We have 50 seconds, you know, since we're only waiting for one thing. All right, pause. Ah, sea holly. Excellent. It's not really super useful, but we will find a use for it. We've got so many plants up here at this point. Oh, God, so much. Okay, so we'll just toss this here. Instead, we'll toss this here. An objection to being here? For crying out loud. Apparently you do. Let's just go there, then. Oh, for crying out loud. Herbalism's not going to be an issue. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. You should have done this by now. You freaking taking that long? Alright, pause. There's no way we're going to be able to do that. Even if I could, he's not scale. So, we do, however, know anytime we can do sunny, we can make a old moment. I'd love to be able to find a way to do this. I mean, you don't have a lot of scale abilities, and I'm out of soul fragments anyways, so... Oh, but it evolves. What the hell does that mean? Evolves through preservation. Use its skill list to combine to 2 identical soul cards into a great one, but you must have skill you attune to that wisdom and only work once. I don't know what that means. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, we can, of course, produce a old moment at any moment, and then when we do that, we can create another 4-point scale here, and yeah, it just adds up. Oh boy, so much to do. Also, what was this one? Yeah, lots more. Also going to need to create another freaking one of those things, so we need to do some more wood collection. I mean, we had... Or to do what we did before. We need to throw this in, plus health, plus this, plus some liquid. Yeah, it takes a bit. We can pull it off. Alright, there we go. And let's see what the day brings. More clouds. Okay, so I'm going to stop here and move towards ending the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, like I said, it's been a relatively slow days for the Librarian. We just basically got a couple of rooms out. We haven't been doing any reading, of course. We managed to find a few more recipes we might be able to play around with. And then hopefully be able to move further into the mysteries of Hush House. Of course, we need to start reading again, but I need to have places to put books and such because... Yeah, it's... Hey, wait. This place. Looks like... that's a lot of storage stuff. We need to get in there. Yeah, we've got... Starting to get into the more advanced rooms. And like I said, I desperately want to get down here. So we need to do some combo work. And we need to get the damn pears back as well. Because Shuni is so well. So, yeah. Like I said, I've got ideas. I'll sort through them between episodes. But... For the moment, this is probably where we're ending. So this is the Librarian of Fantastic Worlds telling you that visiting hours for Hush House have closed. And I bid you farewell from Book of Hours and Lovecraft Country. Like, share, subscribe per usual. Hope to see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.